Alright guys, what's up? So we're getting closer and closer to getting this thing to the track. The plan is to take it down to Bradenton Saturday. They're having like a thing they call like street heat or something like that, and they open the gates at like 5 o'clock and then goes till I think midnight. But I'm gonna take it and see what it does. So just give you a few updates. We have I think the last video was we did the catch can, so all that's all routed. I ended up bringing it up through here instead of over here. Everything's connected. Let's see, we have my little manual boost controller set up. Right now it's all the way closed, so it'll just be whatever spring pressure is. That comes off of this little port here. What else? Oh, yeah. So we made a couple changes. Oh, also, we did the little gate for the shifter was a problem. That's this here. That was the problem with why the gears were not where I thought they would be. So I had to switch to a reverse pattern gate instead of this one, which was the forward pattern. Okay, so that is all taken care of. The other thing we did was, so I did a little bit of testing just around my area here, just to see if if it would start making a little bit of boost, and it was just extremely laggy. So what we did was I went ahead and ordered a different back housing. The back housings are pretty cheap on these; they're like 120 bucks. So the back housing I had was a 1.0 AR, so I went with a 0.88 AR. This motor here, it's bone stock, so no cams, no porting, no bigger valves, no nothing. So it's gonna have a little bit of trouble spooling up a big AR. So I went ahead and I'm gonna keep the 1.0 in case we do some modifications down the road. I'll probably be building that head, the other head I have, and that's ported and all that. So there's down the road, there's a good chance I'll still use that. So once I changed that, I ordered a different converter too. The converter I had was like a 3800 stall converter, and it just didn't want to go anywhere near getting on the brake. So I went ahead and bought a converter from PTC. They're a little expensive, but they know their stuff, and they really stand behind it too. So if it's not right for me, I can always send it back and have it adjusted. So yeah, so we did that. What else? Yeah, so what I'm going to do in this video, I may take it for a little hit later on, and we'll do a little like ride along with it. But in this video, I want to fix this water outlet weirdness here. So yeah, it's a little bit, I've never liked it. So I don't like how it goes like an S. Okay, so this is not good. We want a more of a straight shot into here. So when I bought the other motor like a year ago, the non-VBTI, it came with this water neck, which they're the same. It's the same water neck as the VBTI. I'm pretty sure they look identical. So we'll see. Hopefully when I get it off, it slides in. But what I did was I cut it off right here. Okay, and this is going to, the way this used to be was pointing this way. So I cut it off, and I'm going to spin it and weld it on that way. So as you can see, this, which was going this way, is now going to spin around and go this way, which then you can see that, and I'm going to angle it a little bit. So then I can just cut this tube here, and this is going to be a shot that goes directly into there. So there won't be none of this, so you can see how that's kind of like crimped. It's not good. I've been running it that way for about 2 years, and I mean, I haven't had any problems with it, but I could see how that could be a problem with overheating, possibly. I don't know, with running higher boost and all that. So I'm gonna clean this up. I've already got it cut and fit and all that. All I gotta do is take this one off and then kind of clock it the way I want it. And then I'm gonna try to TIG weld it. That's cast aluminum, and I've never done cast aluminum. I'm gonna try to find a piece of cast aluminum that I can practice on a little bit, and then go ahead and weld it up. So far, I've been doing pretty good on aluminum, so we'll see. Let me go ahead and get that off, and then we'll start working on that. All right, I have no idea what I did without a TIG welder, so but yeah. So here's the original here, and then here's the other one that I flipped around and TIG weld. It was extremely easier than I thought it would be to TIG weld cast aluminum. It looks okay. I mean, it's not perfect, but it welded really easily. I had to use quite a bit of heat. I set the amperage around like 115, and then I went full pedal and then backed it off just a little bit, and then was able to just go right along, and it welded perfect. I just made sure before I started, I made sure it was all really clean, about 1/4 of an inch back from the seam. So both sides, it was really super clean, and it came out really good. I'm happy with it. So all I got to do is let it cool a little bit, put it back in, and then we'll cut this to fit how we need it to, and then that's it. We'll put the coolant back in and see how it looks. See how much boost we can make. All right guys, so that was a quick little pass just out on my street here, and it made around 17-18 pounds of boost, and then when I turned around I didn't video it, but it went up to almost 20. So we're making good boost. The only problem we're having is the launch control. I need to work on the settings a little bit to get it to spool up, because it won't spool up sitting still. So I know I have to play with those settings in there to, you know, retard more timing and get the dump more fuel. You basically got to get it popping and banging really hard to get it up, because it's not making any boost, making like a pound, and that's not going to be good for drag racing. It needs to make at least like 10 pounds of boost at the line. So, but we'll figure it out. It's just something you have to keep playing with, because right now the launch control settings are like initiating like around 2,900 RPMs, and it can barely get to that in order to start initiating. So I need to drop all those settings down. But anyway, that's gonna do it for this video, guys. The next video hopefully will be at the track Saturday night, and let's see what it does. Hopefully I can get it to to leave good. If not, we'll just spray it. Anyway, all right guys, check you later.